Well, a very, very good evening, everyone. Welcome to a SimScott 185 live stream. And this is your very important broadcast. We are streaming the updated version of X-Plane 12. And X-Plane 12 has added in its new weather features. It's got a new weather radar. All the stuff as flight simmers we really enjoy. Very good evening. It's Sunday, the 7th of September. It's back to work tomorrow, but hopefully this will soften the blow with a little bit of X-Plane 12 action. And yeah, looking forward to testing out the new weather API. We're in the Zibo 737-800, one of the best free aircraft you can get on Flight Sim, both for 2024, 2020. If you're a Microsoft fan, and for the Zibo mod in X-Plane 12 itself. So yeah, it's been a while since we've been on the old stream. Work is very busy at the moment, so trying to get streaming is a little bit challenging, but we will enjoy ourselves tonight, just so we're on here. Call sign tonight, Ryanair 185 Charlie. Someone has taken Ryanair 185. We talk about this, guys. Who would do this? Don't know. But yeah, we'll stick Charlie on the end of our call sign and go from there. So we're cold and dark at the moment. We'll get ourselves started up. Short little flight. We're going to go from Stansted up to Edinburgh tonight. And yeah, nice way to spend a evening in simulator that we don't use that much, to be honest, but it's probably the simulator that I started out streaming years ago on, so yeah, big fan of it. Right, what's very cool, which I didn't know about the Zibo, is you can set it up. If you load this OFP, it brings in the weights from SimBrief, and it will load it in that way. It's good. It's sort of something different to what we would get. Although, just see if it's taken in the right. Hold on. 1 second. Bear with. You have to go into SimBrief downloader, export the flight plans. Do that. Do that. I do that. Here we go. I think it was trying to bring in an Airbus A330, which I was playing around with earlier. So we'll activate that. That will get everything sorted. Get the passengers on board. It puts the fuel on. So yeah, it's really good. We're live on that sim as well, guys. So we will get ourselves all set up in Zibo. So what do? We tested the flight recorder. We got our irises aligning. This is showing, if you put this to heading status, 7 minutes for it to align. And down here, position in it. So we're at Stansted, Echo Golf Sierra, and to that route, you can go to request, and it should bring in SimBrief plan. You go here and you go over here. It talks about what it's doing at a point in time. So at the moment it's refueling. Here is our shell person. Come down here. So route uplink ready. Load.
Disconnected and starting refueling.
And you can do activate. Execute that. So that's brought our route in, which is perfect. Departure arrival, I think it brings in your, yeah, so it brings in the runway and the actual city that you're going to go. So we are runway 22, and it is the Utava Romeo, which is this one, so execute that. And we'll do the same with the arrival into Edinburgh, which is input 1 echo. Now it's 24, we'll do that. Go from there. Cost index for the flight today, I'm just using SimBrief, so that's 013, and
Ground to flight deck,
50,000.
fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
That's very quick on the fuel. 127. It's pretty windy in the UK today. 77. Space 6 when it comes to this. The reserves in terms of fuel is 1.7. So I'm going to put that in. That is the fuel weight. And we'll see if it actually matches what's going on here. Do some cleaning and catering. Lovely. So that's what these get Austin's vegan food tracking you on. So yeah, it's been a while since we've been in X-Plane 12, and I'll probably forget exactly what we need to do. But it's had a number of updates, new weather systems being implemented. It's yeah, it's a few graphical updates, and it's got a new weather radar, which, you know, as we were saying earlier, people in the flight sim community love. There's also a number of hot air balloons flying around, which is a little bit disconcerting, but we will figure that out if we can avoid any of them. I think they come as default, and I don't really know how to get rid of them at the moment. So if you do and you're in chat, say hello, let me know. Perfect. So what do we want here? We want next to parking stands, and let's do the airport departure. Need to come down here and turn down our radios. So good with using the old middle mouse wheel. We can use this because it's realistic X-Plane 12, isn't it? To turn down people we're talking to. Departure. Where's my Utava? It was the Utava. One Romeo. This one. So we're gonna climb out. Right turn, left turn. Max we can go up to is 4,000, so we will do that. Even though the plane will stop at that level, it's so good we need to live off our altitude indicator, which is basically gyroscope. Nice, very good, very good, very good. For Pat's boarding, set chime switch to off and then on. You can do that. Ooh. There we go. I think what that'll do is some buses turn up. Well, they might. Oh no, because this is.
Stanford traffic 10x 2 Delta Romeo is fully.
Should be fine. If we can go into here and go to PA system.
Ryanair.
Ryanair. Beautiful. What a little plane this is. So, our initial heading is going to be on the runway heading, and which will go wish to 22. So we just set our course up for that. Well, the old Zibo's been around for years, hasn't it? It's still very good. It's free. Don't get that often. It's quite comparable to things like the A380 that you get in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Anything from fly-by-wire. It's very similar. 220, nice. Those peaks in the back. So we're kind of breaking the mold today. Most people will be flying in 2024, but not the old sim squatters today. Today we try something new, or something old really. But it's good to see what different, yeah, just what different simulators offer us, right? That's the main thing. 136 feet, which is near 150, so we'll do that. Obviously, there's putting in the cruise level and then the landing altitude. We'll put our position strobe to steady. That just shows that people are boarding. To ground, crew. I'll start the APU in a second. And yeah, we can turn the yaw damper on because we've aligned the irises. That takes away one of our things. We can also put the flight directors on. So these clouds are meant to be new. We'll see what it's like. I think the weather up in Scotland's probably a little bit worse than it is down here, so we might get a few things on the radar, but let us have a look. Set to pascals rather than inches, and the weather, I think, oh, now this is a bold claim, Sim Scott, but let's see. I think, is this going to work? I'd quite like to go into... Ooh. Is that going to work? No. I thought this had 8 cards on it, but maybe not. No, maybe not. That is fine though, because we can do it through Xpilot, which we'll see flash up here. So, no cloud, 215 knots, and it's QNH 1008. So 1008 set here, and it's set on that side as well. Swell. These graphics, guys. Who needs 2024 when we've got these? It's not bad. Oh, I can see people going to compare this. Honestly, the screenshot for the stream didn't come out well. But I don't think it ever does. Particularly in X-Plane, it seems to... Ooh, it doesn't like you taking a screenshot. It makes very much like you've just got Microsoft Windows, like 1995 running. It's not bad. Nice late summer's afternoon, early evening. Have a quick flight up to Edinburgh. We're going to watch some NFL later. These views. I think I'm... Oh no, this is going to happen. I'm going to use my wrong controls because I'm going to use my... Oh, look at this. I was going to use my 2024 controls, which aren't very good. Well, actually, they're good. They just don't work. It's not the same key bindings. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It's modern. Who needs GSX? Who needs GSX? Let's go to our site services. So we've got 66% of people on board. We'll start the APU. Let's con one fuel. Right. We're on 122 decimal 8, which is Unicom. We'll also come down here and set ourselves up on the old transponder. So we'll put 2000 in. We'll set that to TARA. When we... Well, we'll do it now, actually. You can also... it's so quick, old X-Plane is.
Please show me what you want to do.
Did not understand that. So, let's pre-plan our pushback to come... here.
Cockpit ground. Plan acknowledged. Call me for the video when you're ready.
Super duper. And we'll do our performance speeds in, I think, let's just do it automatically. We'll wait for everyone to get aboard. I'm wondering, is that zero? Yeah, so interestingly, that zero fuel weight will change until everyone's on board. So we'll wait until then we'll do our performance and go from there. What we can do is...
Ground to cockpit, we've got you to driving up.
Get the tug. Here they come. Beautiful. Oh, look at that sun. Crumbs. Anyway, welcome everyone. If you're watching the stream, you're super welcome. It's going to do this at 7 PM UK time. Brought it forward. Might have a bit of an evening before work tomorrow, so apologies if you were waiting for it at 7 PM. But if you're here or you're watching it back, thank you so much. And if you're new or you're an existing subscriber, give it a wee like, give it a subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. So we can for the old algorithms and try and get noticed. Okay, so we're at 95%.
Doors and hatches are closed for the connect.
That's the tug connecting up, which is just here. Now, if you try and lift me up while I'm attached to the jet bridge, that might be just a bit keen. Look at this modelling. Look at these tires. Beautiful. Oh, you're going to lift me up, aren't you? Oh no, the jet's going away. Oh, what timing. This is Ryanair timing. So, everyone's aboard. Execute that. We will go into some brief just to find the decent. To me. So we'll do 51 as our decel. That was just the cabin door closing, which is good. D-rated takeoff to 2, flaps 5. CG goes in 134, 135, 138, which matches. Interesting. Well, it's interesting if you go on SimBrief, it has much higher V1, V2 speeds and VR. So we trim a 5.25, which is about there. So all we're doing is look at that and matching it to here. What an airplane this is. We'll do that, we'll do that. We'll turn up the radios. Yeah, if you're new to X-Plane 12, this thing it's been developing for a wee while now. It's pretty good. APU comes on the bus. We'll go Oco.
Traffic with 463 entering in the parking runway 25, match 3 Yankee departure, Lieutenant.
There's the jet 2 over there. Right, what runway are we taking off from? That's probably quite critical fish, isn't it? 22. Nope. So, where was it? Here. Runway 22 is just out there, so we will taxi back. Bravo Romeo and get out of here. Cool. I wonder if we can now go to... Oh, what do you have?
Your captain speaking. On behalf of all the crew, welcome on board this flight. We expect to be departing on schedule today. Weather en route is looking pretty smooth. Shortly, the cabin crew will be showing you a safety demonstration.
Sounds like another familiar streamer. Whether he works for Ryanair, TBC. Seatbelts auto. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We'll do this when we push back. Okay. Let's push back.
Okay, starting push back now, and you may start your engines.
So, backs go off. And put this to ground. And then we're looking for basically this number to get to 20. And then we'll introduce some fuel. It's very quick. It's better than, I say better than GSX. Slightly different to GSX. Let's just push it back from stern. That's dead. Oh, listen. For a free aeroplane, this thing is very, very good. Super. Let's do that one. Engine number 2 or 1 as it may be called, who knows.
Flight. May we have your attention while we point out some of the safety features on this.
Need to have like the old Phoenix. It's all integrated in old Zibo land.
Each marked with a red exit sign. Floor path markings along the cabin aisle will illuminate in darkness and guide you to the nearest exit in an emergency. There are 4 main doors, 2 at the front of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right, and 2 at the rear of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right. There are 4 overwing exits in the center of the cabin, 2 left and 2 right. Please note the nearest exit to you, which may be
Still not sure
behind
about
you.
these clouds,
To
but we'll
fasten your
see.
seatbelt,
Maybe it'll look
insert the
better.
metal end into the
Not
buckle.
quite sure what's
To
happening
secure,
here.
pull on the loose end of the strap, and to open,
Also,
lift the
Stansted
buckle
Airport
cover.
looks
In
very
the event of a
grand.
sudden loss
Very
of
grand.
cabin
It's like some
pressure,
houses.
individual oxygen masks will drop automatically from the panel.
So, engines have started, I think. Yep. Do that. Get probes on. And we can get rid of the APU.
There is disconnected bypass pins being removed, and the pin will be on the left. Have a safe flight, see you after.
We go to auto brake RTO, which is down here, which is basically rejects takeoff. And our, let's go just to our performance. So 138 to our V2 speed, so 138. BNAV, LNAV, auto throttle. Let's have a look over here. There's our person with the pin. Very good. And then we need to do some
Displayed
flaps out
within
5
the area
degrees.
you are seated. Your captain invites you to read this card carefully before departure. Please now ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Tray table is in the upright and locked position. Armrests down and window blinds open. We recommend for your comfort and safety that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight. There is a call bell, reading light and fresh air vent in the panel above your head. Portable electronic devices such as tablets and mobile phones in flight mode may be
Only in flight mode though, guys. Don't. We don't want any excitement in this flight. Right. So weather radar's down here. It's on auto gain norm, which is fine. I wonder if test works. Ooh, let's see. Am I going to No. Well, it probably does, but I probably don't know what I'm doing with it. Let's go up here and turn on weather. So we'll just toast anyone around the plane. And we'll put terrain on here. I think that's us ready to go, which is always scary in this airplane, but let's see. Oh, we're off.
Image 28 departing, right of the nostrils, southbound. That's that.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Oh, that's very American. Stansted traffic, Ryanair 185 Charlie, taxiing to runway 22, Bravo Romeo, holding Romeo 1. Hopefully that went out, who knows. Okay, it's not very difficult going out here, and then we'll take a bit of a right turn. That sunset is nice, but it's kind of blinding. I love this. Can you give me your fastest speed? Please? Sure. You direct people, why not, my friend? Anyway, we should have the taxi light on. Go to strobes and steady. Anti-collision should be on. You can see I don't fly this very often. It's all good. move this to engine. Right in your eyes. These textures, yes! This is X-Plane 12 at its best. Anyway, this is Romeo 1 we're coming up to. I think I'll just have a little look on the old VAT Spy, but there's nothing here, so we will get out of here. Percentage traffic, Rhino 185 Charlie lining up on way 22, immediate departure on the Utava 1 Romeo, standard traffic. Cool. Nothing about. Sounding good. Aeroplane this, and actually it seems pretty good. We're just used to the spoils of Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Anyway, with ourselves lined up, we'll get out of here. It's Toga. Sticking the autopilot. Honestly, if X-Plane could sort out this, what a simulator it would be. Look at that sun. It is blinding. Anyway, very quick flight up to Edinburgh, but good to
1,000 to go.
Good to try this out. To get flaps up. Love this effect as well. The moisture and the pressure difference at the top of the wing. Got a frame counter up here. It's about 34 we've got at the moment. It's still quite heavy on the old frames, X-Plane 12. That's someone on final for Stansted. Not quite sure they are. Oh, there we go. Some coming from Eindhoven. Now, what gets, we haven't seen it yet, but we see any hot air balloons with an egg. That will scare the living daylights out of me. So we sort of wiggle our way out of Stansted. and join the masses. There's someone on air traffic control in the north of England on 33705. We'll just get that correct. You can see we're following this route here, basically wiggling towards Utah, which is what's happening here. So the clouds look better, I think, in X-Plane 12. So I compare what it was before. You get the haze as well. You just need to, yeah, generate some good, good scenery. That'd be awesome. And I'm going to stay below this cloud a bit more. So I think we are good. Ah, Archangel. Welcome, welcome. Boy, is how we greet each other. I like it. You about to ask me why I'm not in an Airbus, which would be a fair challenge. Let's see what our climbing level is. Going up to 34,000 feet. It's not too high. And we will go to alt entry. That'll start our climb. How's the Boeing? It's good actually. This is Zibo, which if you've never played X-Plane 12, it is free. And it's awesome. Like, it's got all the systems you'd expect. And it's, yeah. Like a rocket ship, Archangel. Nah, this is free. It's great. The Zibo 737-800 is, I think, one of the first planes I ever flew on a simulator. And yeah, big fan, very big fan. Not sure we're going to see very much just because the sun's right in our eyes at the moment. Sorry, I'm going to turn right in a second. But yeah, latest X-Plane 12. It looks alright. If you're playing something like DCS, this would be great. Yeah, exactly, Ark. It's really good. So it takes the 737 that comes with the X-Plane 12 as standard, and then this chap Zibo, or lady, don't know, all the systems are pretty much like they're doing there. Graphics, shapes. Loving it. So we just have to be careful. There's a bit of traffic off to our left hand side here, which is gonna be, he says, that is Speedbird who's going into Stansted. Interesting. Oh no, they're going over to Gothenburg. Nice. That's this person here we're just tracking. Sort of off the nose. See.
The panel just above your head, and we'd like to remind you that this is a strictly non-smoking flight, and all toilets are fitted with smoke detectors. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight with us.
I love the announcements as well. Hey Tordino, welcome. Hope you doing alright. So yeah, just climbing out of Stansted here. We can get rid of the RTO and yeah, everything else is set up. Get rid of the charts as well because we don't need these anymore. I actually quite like this setup in the NX Paint 12, this Aviator's tablet, which is a download, because you can just quickly find everything you need. So that's the arrival. Approach will be Cat 3 iOS DB. Yeah. So Arc, I think if you're gonna use the word play, it's a simulator, it's a very serious hobby we have, but if you're gonna get into X-Plane 12, what you have to accept is that on the ground, airports do not look amazing. They're okay, but the trees are rubbish. But if I show you this, see what I'm saying? When you're up high, it's all right. Like, so I've got the scenery for the whole of the UK, and it actually, when you're up high, this compares with anything in Flight Sim 2024. Like, it looks awesome. But when you get close to the ground, because of the textures and the trees and things, it's nowhere near what Flight Simulator 2024 is. So if you're going to fly like VFR, this is not the simulator for you. But if you want to just fly around like this, the other thing, and I don't know timing wise if we'll get to see it, at night on the ground and the effects with the lights, this simulator is far, far better than Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. But it is annoying that you have to get all the plugins, and it's a big download to then get everything involved in it. Yeah, up high it looks awesome, right? It's just, we've got to land at some point, that's the downside. Tallest is A320, is expensive. I was going to fly that, but the tallest doesn't... Oh, hold on, I need to turn this up again. Tallest doesn't have the new weather radar. Now, whether it's going to matter on this flight or not, I don't think so, because actually the weather is good enough that we're not actually needing the weather radar. But I think as we get up towards Scotland, we may need it. We'll see. I think we've got... maybe not. I don't think the weather's going to be that bad, but we'll see. But it is... Yeah, it's good. It is really good in terms of flight dynamics. I like it a lot. Problem is, it's just not that popular, but it's catching up, I think, with Flight Sim 2024, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, mainly because it's reliable, right? If you want to do some long flights, this simulator will just keep going. So you can see the landing light here. If I go in and turn off, so this is kind of the necessity of it. Just glow against that. Excuse me, a glow against that. If I turned everything off. Oh yeah, if I turn that off, that off, and that off, and come back. It's no, oh no, it's still there. Usually you get the flashing of the strobes. I wonder if I can move around the cabin a little bit. Let's see. Don't mind me, everyone. Maybe not on this one. Let's see. I was playing around with the A330 earlier and I was going to fly that, but then my sanity would have taken an absolute beating, I think, on it. Oh, there you go. Like, the reflection here is cool, like from the strobe above. Yeah. I think with this Arcane Joe, so I fly the tallest A340, the A320 and the 737 this. The A340 is probably the most realistic from a size perspective, as in it feels heavy, which you don't get in a lot of flight simulators, but it really, you can feel the weight of it as you're taxiing it around. Yeah. I think some of the large aircraft in Flight Sim 2024, it's not a great simulator, right? They don't feel heavy. So I think, yeah, there's a bit of heading up. But they've both got their merits, right? It's this has got the new weather in it. We can play around, so you'll see, you mentioned plugins. I go into settings, I can power on Visual XP. So Visual XP is similar to having shaders and things like that. it says. There we go. So it will start, as you can see from this amazing interface it's about to come in. A bit more cloud up here. So it's gonna like blur everything out in a second. Let's see. So it'll load in, and this is like, this basically allows you to change things. Like, so if I put the atmosphere on, you then change what it looks like. If I do it, we'll see the point. So we turn off that atmosphere. You can have your camera is coming. So clouds, turn off this one, paints them to large interface. That's the example we did with Xbox Live. You basically have, as you say, a lot of add-ins that you need to make this thing look anywhere near Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, which is a pain, but actually just looks more realistic. You can imagine this view looking out your window while you're flying with a Ryanair flight. What I was trying to show was the Visual XP. It changes just some of the graphics around it, which you can choose to use or not, right? Like, it's, I don't think Visual XP has been completely updated for the X-Plane 12, but yeah. I love how we're like, why can't you hear some Scott outside the plane? Oh yeah, because it's loud outside the airplane. It's really loud outside an airplane. Anyway, where are we? We are piddling along. That air traffic control that I thought we were going to have has gone offline. So heading up towards Manchester. Over on our left-hand side down there is Birmingham. You can get some quite nice views up here. I wonder, so if I go outside the airplane, what I'll do is I'll just turn everything down a little bit. There we go. It's probably a little bit more bearable in the older years. But yeah. Something like this looks pretty good. Sun reflecting. Like, yeah. When you're up high in X-Plane 12, what a place. What a nice place it is. Strobes are on. That sun. Well, it looks like that, I guess. You can put sunglasses on by doing that. Oh, he thought of everything. He thought of everything. Look at that. I can change. Oh. Laminar research. Stop it. Right. Problem is when you go inside, you're now going to go, oh, there we go. Turn everything back up again. So we're getting near top of climb, and you can see top of descent's not too far ahead. Just before we get towards Impip, which is our arrival. So, what do? We did that, I got distracted while I was talking. Airport. Let's go here, and let's go to parking stand. So, arrival into Impip, which we can check. Go to legs. 260 in rev, flight level 200, which checks out here. Got still maximum 250, so 250B means 250 or below. Tartan 230 or below, flight level 070, and then we'll self-vector ourselves, which is why you've got this bit here. Oh, hold on, cabin
We do ask if you are in your seat that you do keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case we do experience any unexpected turbulence. Otherwise, invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Ground view, those contrails. Oh, the power! It's definitely getting cloudier up here. See our terrain radar over here. The old weather radar's not picking anything up, mainly because it's just fluffy clouds. Probably not the best day to try it out, given it's yeah, it's not too bad up here. Now, there is someone ahead of us at the same flight level, which is always exciting. They are going to Glasgow though, so we should be okay. Hopefully we won't get anywhere near them. Top of the set is, yeah, about 80 miles away. There's not even any air traffic control flipping there. In Edinburgh. Disappointing. But down there is Manchester. Yeah, that's it, right, Ark. When that stage of the flight where I don't need to concentrate. Give the old cabin a call. It's time for Sim Scott's first whiskey of the day. Oh, sure. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Art. That's quite interesting. So, cabin crew asking if they can start service. I'm like, sure, why not? Just as the plane starts to rock around. Food going everywhere, drinks going everywhere. So I've set up my standard view. So if you want standard view, it's actually like that. But I've pushed mine back a little bit just to drop the head, mainly so I can see the instruments as we come into land and things like that. So I don't get, yeah, so I'm at about 25 frames. Not amazing, but it's alright. That reflection though. Sun bouncing around. It's a bit bad there. What if I take out the... so if I... about 26, 27 frames, if I get rid of everything, well, it goes up to 30, so it's not massively punitive in terms of the Zibo mod and what it does to a simulator. Cruising along. So the people in VATS are chatting away to themselves. As you do. Pressing lens now. Some random chat going on up here just to keep you amused. So top of descent's literally just before Shep. So it's not an Airbus. Happy days. This thing will descend on its own. So if we put in 7,000 and you see nothing happens. It's not doing anything. Ooh, looked like it was going to descend there, but it's not. It still maintains 34,000 feet. Now, in an Airbus you would push and pull. That would set your trajectory as if you wanted to do a managed descent or an open descent. This will do its own thing, so it will descend in line with the restriction. So it knows it has to get to INPIP at flight level 260. So even if I put in 7,000, it will get to INPIP at flight level 260, 26,000 feet. So it won't just carry on going down at a full rate of knots. It actually will do that. Now, you can descend faster if you want. You can use vertical speed for that, or you can do a level change, which means it will hold your speed as it descends. Sometimes air traffic control will tell you to descend at a certain speed. In that case, use level change. We might do that as we get nearer the airport. Which bit's better, Ark? Have you poured yourself a drink? Have you got a dram buoy? You're not pilot flying, so you can do what you want. Clouds look alright. Again, you've just got to put Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 outside of your minds. This would be a great simulator if we didn't know about that. Here, that's our friend who's going over to Glasgow. Ooh, little weather return there on the right hand side. Oh, keep an eye on it. Don't want that developing into a storm, guys. Oh, it's gone. Man, Anyway, the way the radar works, it just had a little thing pop up there. Nice. Well, back to work tomorrow, everyone, as well. Get that back to work fear. Hope you always take your mind away from it. Let's see what the weather's like in. Didn't realise all this anger was happening on Unicom. QNH is 1001. So again, because it's not an Airbus, and you can do this in the A350 but not in the A320, you can preset your QNH, guys. I feel like I'm a propaganda person for Boeing and the Zibo. Anyway, we're getting near top of descent, very exciting. Here it is, it's picked in, so I'm gonna have to remember how to fly this thing and land it, because it's a little bit less. So here we go. It seemed to start its descent a little bit early, but we're off. You can see it should be following this pink thing. I didn't touch anything, just did it itself. What an airplane, what a modern machine this is. Airsick here as we bobble around. That nice little red flashing light down here. Honestly, at night this sim is something else. Let's brighten that up. I love that Zibo does this. They just keep updating it, and it's pretty awesome. Nope, more clouds.
Bring you on board.
So, start our descent, and seatbelt sign is there, that's all good.
The seatbelt sign as we are now at descent. We would ask you to return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened, your tray tables are in the upright and locked position, your armrests down and window blinds fully open. Any bags you may have removed during the flight must now be restowed for landing, ensuring the main emergency exits and cabin aisle are kept completely clear of all baggage for landing. There should be no further walking or standing in the cabin aisle, and we will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Beautiful. I love how on Ryanair the announcements happens just when you're leaving your cruising level. Everyone back in their seats. So, there are a few things we need to do to land this airplane, which I always forget. One is, because it's not an Airbus, not everything's done automatically for you. So, we need to put our course in of 240, which is the iOS we'll be following in. So, if we come over here, 240 in here, and 240 over here. And then we come down to our radios, and frequency is 108.9, so 10890, and we need to change that to iOS, so 10890, flip-flop that, change that to that, 10890, flip-flop that, so that's set up, so we got 108.9, 108.9, 108.9, and we just check that course is 240 and 240. Lovely. That's what you need to do to fly this airplane. like, well, nobody knows where you are, what you're doing, and you're not being controlled, so why don't we do that? So, it says drag required, and that is because we're way above what we need to be. So, let's do that while we're here. Stick up some of the speed brakes. And that should start to slow this down. Just basically saying we're close to 2,000 feet above what we should be. And that's because it's trying to hit the speed limits as well as it comes down. So we're decelerating and we're also descending, so it will start to sort itself out in a second. But at the moment, this green arc is basically where we're going to end up. So once the speed sorts out, it'll go to 250, it then hits 250, and then with the speed brake, you can see we're now bringing that back in quite a bit, because we have to be at in-rev at flight level 200. So you see this green arc is where, and this isn't showing our the current constraint, this is showing 7,000, because that's what I put in here. So it's basically saying it'll hit 7,000 way past here. I like some weather, guys. There you go. So it's coming back in. Targeting to 7,000, so if I put in the data, there you go. So this is the time we're going to get there, and this is the flight level we're trying to get to. So struggling a little bit. It's still above profile, but we are working to get there. You can see as it descends really quickly, the green arc then pushes itself out, and it's basically trying to get that around 7,000. But what it's struggling with is we've got a 70 knot tailwind, so you can see that it's the old flight computer is trying to make adjustments as it can.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you have just heard, we have approximately 20 minutes into arriving. The captain has now switched on the fasten seatbelt signs. Would you please return to your seats and make sure all your personal belongings are safely put away in the overhead locker or underneath the seats in front of you. Please ensure your seat level is now fastened, your table is folded away, your seat back is upright with the armrest down. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, all items must be placed in the overhead locker as the floor area around your seat must be completely cleared for landing. This would include any shoes, blankets, pillows or magazines. All electronic devices must be switched off at this time, and if you are using headsets, please remove them now. Once again, may we remind you that mobile phones must remain switched off until the aircraft has arrived at the terminal building and the fasten seatbelt signs switched on. Finally, please take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exit.
Beautiful. So it's interesting, it still thinks we're really high on profile, but actually we're going to get to Tartan at the right level, and this is coming down massively at the moment. So not too worried, but it is struggling. You can see how that green bar goes out. It's because it's trying to maintain this 250 knots. Another airplane off to our left. Nothing down to see it. Like, look at this cloud. Into the muck. Weather off to the, if there's a missed approach, off to the right hand side, but nothing too serious. one thing with... I don't know what rain looks like when you're flying along, but it does have a bit of a Star Wars effect in the sim. Couple of planes ahead of us. It's a popular destination, Edinburgh, if you're new to the simulator, because it's quite an easy place to come into. So we've still got the speed breakout full, which you can see here. Do that. So it's trying to hit the speed constraint of 230. What we'll do is we'll just create a heading as well to vector ourselves over that way. Still quite high on profile. But we're getting down. It's like 3 airplanes on short final to Edinburgh. Welcome to Batsim, everyone. So I think we just overshoot this. Yeah, Art. If you want to do like shared cockpit in X-Plane 12 is much easier, I think, than in Flight Sim 2024. Although there is something that is on the market that I saw earlier. Let's go to what do I want to do? Heading select. That'll do. They won't do LNAV anymore because we went to discontinuity. Or yeah. So what I've done is put us into heading select and level change. Level change just means it hits the speed that you want to do. Yeah, alright. X-Plane 12. You can get a free demo of X-Plane 12, so it's worth having a look at it to see how it runs on your system. I can send in Discord my settings that I use. Let's start further descent here. Level change. So we're just self-vectoring ourselves here towards final approach, which is over here. But yeah, there's a free demo arc if you want to try it. But it's not a cheap hobby we've got ourselves into. Yeah, try it and let me. I've never used the demo actually, but I think it gives you a certain area that you can explore. That pressure change. No, we're final target. So we're below 10,000 feet, so let's running lights, taxi lights on, put the engines to continuous. So this looks really good. But as we get lower, we know it's not going to be amazing, guys. Slow ourselves down a little bit.
Bravo to the aircraft approach
light on VATSA.
Traffic Charlotte Echo vacated 24. Alright, traffic.
God, I haven't landed this in ages. That and your whiskey habit as well, Ark. All adds up, mate. All adds up. Anyway, we'll do Autoland 2 for this. I haven't done any calculations, but Autoland 2 is a good number. Continue our descent down to 3,000. Still using level change, so the airplane is pinned to the 220 knots, and what it does is it moves up its descent rate up and down to maintain that 220. So if we slow down even more, it's like 210, you see that the nose lifts up. Whoa, hold on. What is happening here? An aircraft carrier. Well, to be fair, they are built. Has it got an American flag though? Please tell me it's got an American flag. It does have an American flag. We're being invaded. The Donald is here. Anyway.
Bells in a go.
No politics on the Zimscott channel. Not quite sure why there's a nice arc, nice. Look at this, just for the tourists on board as we fly over the top of this American aircraft carrier. So you probably want to be about 180 knots as you come to final approach, so good flat 5 and another good speed. Don't quite know why it's an aircraft carrier, but there it is. So 180 is a good speed if you're self-fit terrain. There's no one else really around at the moment, apart from that person there. So we'll come round. iOS is alive, that's the lateral indicator. So we did VOR lock. Quite far out. That's sort of 14 DME. Don't worry if you go through the iOS, it will correct itself, so we're off to the right hand side of the one. It says it'll correct itself. Let's do heading select quickly. Can always hand fly if I need to, but what have I not done? 108.9, 108.9. That matches. 108.9, 108.9. We're on 240, 240. Ooh, do not press that, some Scott. Might have to hand fly this. That's interesting because it was trying to capture the. Then we've also got this IVG 240. I think it's got what's going on here. 108.9 is definitely the frequency we should be on, which is cool. Let's do that. See if we can capture it from this side. Still got a stick set up on this one arc. Do we do VOR lock again? So it seems to be capturing it. Maybe it's because we blasted through it in true SimSpot style. We can actually do approach because there we go. So glide slope has been, and we've got VOR lock as well. That should be fine now. You can see the runway over there. It is pretty gnarly though. A 30 knot crosswind, just what we all want as we come into land. What we haven't done, which we should have done, is if we go to here, we'll do flaps 40 and 131 is our speed on those. You can come down
2500.
Yeah, it's not loving the crosswind at all. It's really fighting it. So it's bringing us down on the lateral. It's interesting. Just like this, in case we missed approach. I think we'll hand fly this. I'm not really sure what's going on with the glide slope, so it's probably something that I'm doing. We'll hand fly. Enemy traffic, Ryanair 185 Charlie on a 3.5 mile final for runway 24. Oh, get through all the trimming. Yeah, alright. We've really chosen a day for it, haven't we? That's some spot. Right. Let's do this. When I kill that, so I'm now doing the throttles and hand flying it in.
1000.
Not really sure what happened with that VOR lock, but if in doubt, you can just hand fly it in. It's interesting, it seems to show we're high.
Flight slow.
But then we're not.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Yeah.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
500.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
There's definitely
Flight slow.
either I've set up for the wrong runway.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
400.
Flight slow. Sync rate.
300.
Sync rate.
I can't see glide slope, I didn't sync rate. What?
Flight slow.
200.
We're literally just below it. But the old ASUS readings are not
100.
they're not giving us what we need. Anyway, here we go.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ah, that's alright. Welcome to Edinburgh, everyone. That was all very smooth in the end. Not quite sure what went on with the ASUS. Anyway, we get 60, we'll kill the reversers, which are out. There we go. Manual braking. Loves this part of the Ryanair flight.
Thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights arrived on time. We hope you enjoyed yours, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Fares made simple.
Yes. Beautiful. What an airline. What an airline. Welcome to Edinburgh, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to this airport. For your own comfort and safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the
quite sure
aircraft
what
has come to complete stop and the captain has switched off.
But we'll take it. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of our landing lights. Taxi. Claffy, Ark. Very kind. Yeah, I'm not sure if the... It almost felt like the iOS had swapped over and was coming the other way. Yeah. Exactly that, Ark. Exactly that. So we started the APU. That's just so that as we come on to stand, we can shut down the engines themselves. Just flight directors. Yeah, I'm confused because it's definitely 108.9. We definitely had the 240 and we had the 108.9 in here. And so, yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened. Anyway, we can try again another day. I am gonna grab some food after this and relax before work. But yeah, thank you for joining us. What a fun way to spend a Sunday evening. New simulator, or revised simulator. So loud. But I do like the lighting in this. Nice one, Ark. Have a good week. We'll catch up soon, buddy. We'll park up. Over here on the right hand side. And that'll be the end of the stream, guys. So thank you again so much for coming along on this magical mystery tour. Weather radar and turn off terrain. I think that was a success. Handled that iOS random issue. Might check in Navigraph if there's something that I missed there, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. Let's not blind anyone. We've got the lights off anyway. Parking brake comes on. Can do that. Set anti-collision switch to off. We can do that. Turn that off.
You're very, very welcome.
Beautiful. So we can put ground power on. Oh. Turn off the APU. Turn off that. Turn off that. Turn off that. And that is us ready to leave the aircraft for someone else. Lovely. Thank you for watching, guys. Always a pleasure. And look forward to doing this again very soon. Otherwise, always a pleasure. And I will see you again soon. Cheers, guys.